Hey, hey, happy day. I got a story for you. There was four men sitting down having a cup of tea. They were really wealthy guys. There was a Catholic, Protestant, a Jew, and a Muslim, and they're all sitting there exchanging stories. And the Protestant, he started off with, I am very wealthy. I think I will buy General Motors. Catholic, he looked at him and said, hey, I too have a very large fortune. I think I'm going to buy Citibank. The Muslim said, I am fabulously rich. I am a prince. I'm going to buy Microsoft. They all waited for the Jew to speak, and he didn't, and he didn't, and he didn't. They finally said, hurry up and speak. And the Jew finally stirs his coffee and puts a spoon down on the table, takes a sip of the coffee, looks at them casually and says, I'm not selling. Hey, come on, loosen up, because now we get into depressing things, don't you know? The latest Fox News survey asked which of two messages that voters would like to hear, I guess. Would you want the federal government to lend you a hand, or do you want them to leave you alone? It's kind of 50-50, more or less. Half the people say, it's kind of like, I don't know, Democrats and Republicans, there's always that 50-50 thing going on. And that's what's going on here. Lend me a hand, that kind of means give me. And that usually means give me the hand from the guy on the other side, right? But then half of them are saying, keep away from me. Those are probably the same people that are handing out money to help the people on the other side. Are you getting all that? Kind of hard to figure it out. Hey, now this can only happen in California. Here's a guy riding a horse, riding his horse, a horse, and the police picked him up and he was impaired. He was drunk. They gave him impaired driving. They really did. How's that happen? So the unidentified rider was charged with driving under the influence. Okay, what was he doing bad? I mean, the horses, they can find their own way home anyway, can't they? But anyway, he was horsing around in California, and that's what happens. Americans, they choose Canada as their #1 relocation country, according to a new study that's just out. Okay, who's moving to Canada from the U.S.? A lot of Democrats said that they would move to Canada if Trump got in. They didn't. A lot of movie stars and star power, they're still there. But who'd be moving there now? I know it ain't Republicans for sure, because Canada's kind of a left-wing mess. Federally, at least, some provinces are finally getting their act together, but federally, not so much. So more leftness coming to Canada, that's not a very good thing. You know what? If you look way back in history, I got history here, there's a word called hearsay. Hearsay is a belief or a theory that, it's a variance with established ideas and thoughts and facts as people think they know them, right? Hearsay sounds like CNN, really, or CBC. In Canada, they make it up as they roll. That's hearsay. Way back when, if you were doing hearsay, back when being in the 13th century, 14th, 15th, and so on, you got burned at the stake. That was severe, but you certainly got thrown into jail. Sometimes they had to feed you with slingshots, right? You're kind of far in there. Hearsay is a bad thing. Liberals do that all the time. Again, go back to CBC and talk about CNN, and it's always hearsay. Here's some hearsay for you. For instance, if Biden and Trudeau and these guys and these people, if they were to open a restaurant, this is something that they would say as hearsay, and then people buy into it. That's the scary part, because they actually buy into it. Biden, Trudeau's restaurant, they could be partners on this one. Open 8 days a week, closed Sunday. Okay, if Biden or his cronies open a new restaurant, I'd expect him to make us wonder what kind of food they would sling, because I'm sure we'd not be able to follow the menu. I wrote this, had to write it down, it's profound. It would be incredible future food that stepped over the bounds of time to shift our very nature and to convince us that we're always, we've been wrong, and unless we agree with them that we are racist, we got to eat what they put in front of us. Did you get it? Hey, y'all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more profound stuff for you from the left. Politically, right is right, left is wrong, it's us against them. They're nuts, we're not. Hey, hey, happy day.